Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant. Today we are at the next topic, that is the indicators of attack, and we are at the third indicator, which is the assault ratio. I have discussed this topic of assault ratio before also. We know what is an assault ratio. By assault ratio we mean the number of attackers is to number of defenders. This is what Mikhail Tal considers to be one of the major factors which decides whether the attack should be successful or not. A famous quote by Stenitz which says that a side who has lead in development is obliged to attack, otherwise he is at the risk of losing all his advantage. So going by that dictum, we must ensure that whenever we have more attackers near the king, we should try to finish off the game with a swift combination, which is what one of the greatest players in the history of chess, whose position we have got here. It is Garry Kasparov white and Marjanovic black. We can easily see that in this position with white to play. White has three well placed attackers near the black king. The queen is able to enter h5. With the move in white's hand, we should count it as at least 4 attackers and just one defender, which is the bishop on f6. White starts the play by transferring his pieces to the king side. Right now he plays the very simple and instructive move knight e4. Uses the pin on the d pawn, threatens knight f6 gf, queen d4, or just bishop h6 after gf. So black continues bb2. Looks like a very risky move at first because bishop is taking the pawn, but the main purpose is not to grab the pawn here. The bishop is protected from being captured and bishop still guards the g7 point. That is the main purpose. White goes with his idea knight g5. Of course, no one is bothered about the rook here, because if just bishop takes a1, white will be simply happy in playing queen h5. The final piece joins the attack, h6 forced, and we see that after knight h6, several threats are there. Knight h f7, knight g f7, knight f5 check, and it's game over. And gh queen h6 followed by q h7 mates. So of course black would have never taken ba1. Black plays queen c6 in the game. Let us look at one more move, knight e6, which looks like a decent defense, but white has the very strong knight d6. Not only strong, it has some decisive threats as well. First, simplest queen h5, and look at this elegant one after bishop a1, knight df7, rook takes f7, bishop e6. When knight f7 check followed by multiple discovered attack and several things loom on black. So this is a losing position for black. Black plays queen c6. The main idea is to transfer this queen, so the ratio will come little bit in black's, we can say not favor, but it will become little bit comfortable. So because after queen h5, black has the move qg6. White goes ne7, very strong, simply denying the g6 square to the queen. Queen was the defender. Queen goes to f6 and a simple combination follows. Knight takes h7. If king takes h7, then we see queen h5, queen h6 forced. When either bh6 or bf5 check g6, queen takes h6. It's a checkmate. So of course knight cannot be taken. Black plays queen d4, trying to trade the queens, which white would never do. Queen h5, g6, queen h4. It's time to resign actually, but black played one more move. He played bishop a1, and after the move nf6 check, amongst many things actually this is one of the simplest. kg7. Here actually black resigned, but queen h6, kf6, bg5 is a checkmate. So this is also one of the basic chapters. We must of course know that if number of attackers near the king are more, then the attack has to be successful. We should look for combinations then, especially at the difference of 3 attackers is 2 defenders. I hope you will find the lesson useful and instructive. Thanks for your time.